Good evening. This is the 7th annual Poetry Out Loud high school competition. And as I'm Tom Undersea, the band director, and I am honored to be the MC for this program. The winner of tonight's recitation contest will go up against other New Hampshire high school winners at the regional competition held right here at Jean's Playhouse on March 3rd at 7 p.m. The two top scorers from there will move on to the state competition at the State House in Concord on March 21st. Poetry Out Loud is a national recitation competition endorsed by the National Endowment for the Arts and the Poetry Foundation. High school students across the country are memorizing and reciting poems from a list of 400 choices. And you can tell by me reading this, I was never good at that. I can't memorize anything. So I'll look at the reading. A winner from each state will travel to Washington, D.C. in April to compete for the national title. An added incentive for our New Hampshire competitors is that New England College offers a $20,000 scholarship to each semifinalist at the regional level. NEC is willing to take a chance on a student who is eager enough to memorize, deliver, compete, and succeed with a poem at their school competition. That's an incredible opportunity. I think some parents and those of you who are going to go to college next year can tell $20,000 is not a drop in the bucket, so that's great. They can do that. Tonight, each recitation will be judged in 5 categories: physical presence, voice, dramatization, evidence of understanding, and the overall performance. And now I'd like to introduce our performance judges for the competition. We have Mr. Jay Palomino and Mrs. Maureen Palomino, both local Rotarians. Mrs. Karen Collier is a history teacher. Mr. Rebecca Stevens, a literature science teacher. Then we have an accuracy judge, that's Mr. Richard Baker. The prompter is Mrs. Nancy Bartlett. And our score tabulator is Mrs. Denise Drapo, middle school English teacher. Thank you all for giving the time and the efforts in working with this program. Now another number of thanks here go to the North Country Center for the Arts and Jean's Playhouse for generously allowing Lin-Wood School to use the space and providing each class winner with a gift certificate to be used towards taking in one of the year-long theater productions here at Jean's Playhouse. We also extend our thanks to the Lincoln Woodstock Cooperative School District and administration for supporting the national program here in a school, the New Hampshire State Council on the Arts, the high school band, and Ms. Lori McGinley's catering class for the delicious refreshments you'll have at the intermission. Thank you also to the many elementary and middle school students who are here tonight to practice their Poetry Out Loud craft in memorizing some great poems. You'll be hearing from them throughout the evening. After a short break, we'll have 10 poems read to us, and after a short break, we'll have round 2. It will be done in reverse order of meaning 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 of the top 5 scorers from round 1. The winner and an alternate will be announced at the conclusion of tonight's competition, and there'll be certificates given to all of the participants. All of the judges' decisions are final. And a couple other things that are different from other years is that instead of having all of the elementary and middle school students at one time, we're going to begin with half of them. So right after I complete talking, we'll have 5 of the poems being read to us. These are non-judged times, just them getting up here and getting out there reading, memorizing and reading some poetry, which is great. I also want to remind everybody, please turn off cell phones and buzzers and ringers and whatever else you've got there. And we are in a beautiful theater here, so please respect that and keep your feet off of chairs, the ones in front of you, and be respectful for those participants up here on the stage. You'll be hearing from the band in between each of the performances while the judges do their tabulation. So, without further ado, are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank you all for coming. We'd like to start out with Gino Bacco and Liam Manning with Run a Little.
Run a little by James Hughes. Run a little this way, run a little that. Find new feathers for a fine new hat. A fine new hat for a lady fair. Run around and turn about and jump in the air.
Run a little this way, run a little that. White silk ribbon for a black silk hat. A black silk hat for the Lord Mayor's wife. Run around and turn about and fly for your life.
And we chose this poem because we thought it was fun.
Emma LeBlanc and Destiny Sauls with Lunch Money.
Okay, lunch money by Carol Tagore Shield. Don't ask Dad, he never has any. Grandma's purse has a nickel and a penny. Mama's buying her car needs gas. Here's a 30 quarter something found in the grass. Check don't pockets, nothing but gum. Piggy bank, here I come. And we choose this poem because sometimes we ask people for money.
Next we have Kirsten Ballman and Meredith Stayborn with Tickle Me, Tickle Me, Tickle Me.
Tickle me, tickle me, tickle me, tick. By Shel Silverstein. Tickle me, tickle me, tickle me, tick. Went for a ride in a flying ship. Hooray, what fun it's time when food cried, tickle me, tickle me, tickle me, tick. Ickle was captain, Pickle was crew, and Tickle served coffee and milk and soup. I saw her and her and her, ickle me, tickle me, tick. Tickle me, tickle me, tickle me, too. Over the sun, beyond the blue. Hold on, stay in, I hope we do. Cried ickle me, tickle me, tickle me, tick. Ickle me, tickle me, tickle me, too. Never returned to the road, and nobody knows what happened to you. Ickle me, tickle me, tickle me, tick. Alicia is home because it's really hot.
Next we have Farah Dubé and Emma McNamara. Call Me a Unicorn.
Call Me a Unicorn by Lizzie Love. Narwhal, narwhal, swimming through the sky. You look like a unicorn, can you tell me why? Are you full of magic, or maybe it's a dream? I'd love to ride the rainbows in this place where nothing's as it seems. Bursting through the clouds, dewdrops on my face, colors dance across the sky in this captivating place. Narwhal, narwhal, will you come again for a magical adventure right around the bend? We chose this poem to bring awareness to the near threatened narwhal, the unicorn of the sea.
And last but not least of our first group, JJ Goodbooth, Cameron Manning, and Brady Morris with My Noisy Brother.
My noisy brother, by Jack Bruce Lance. My noisy brother. My brother's such a noisy kid. When he eats soup, he slurps. But when he drinks milk, he gargles. And after meals, he burps.
He cracks his knuckles when he's bored. He whistles when he walks. He snaps his fingers when he sings. And when he's mad, he squawks.
At night, my brother snores so loud, it sounds just like a riot. Even when he's sleeping, my noisy brother isn't quiet. And we chose this poem because we all have one noisy little brother. So we got
And now on to the competition. Our first is a ninth grader, Joanna Groves.
Sanctuary by Jean Valentine. People pray to each other the way I say you to someone else. Respectfully, intimately, desperately. The way someone says you to me. Hopefully, expectantly, intensely. Hub Oosterhuis. You, who I don't know. I don't know how to talk to you. What is it like for you there? Here, well, wanting solitude and talk, friendship, the uses of solitude, to imagine, to hear, learning Braille, to imagine other solitudes, but they will not be mine, to wait in the quiet, not to scatter the voices. What are you afraid of? What will happen? All this leaving and meetings, yes, but death. What happens when you die? Not scatter the voices. Drown out, not make a house out of my own words. To be quiet in another throat, other eyes, listen for what it is like there. What word, what silence. Allowing, uncertain, to drift in the restlessness, repose, to run like water. What's it like there now? Listen, the crowding of the street, the room, everyone hunches against the crowding. Everyone hunches against the crowding, holding their breath against dread. What do you dread? What happens when you die? What do you dread in this room now? Not listening now. Not watching, safe inside my own skin. To die, not having listened, not having asked. To have scattered life. Yes, I know, the thread you have to keep finding over again to follow back to life. I know, impossible sometimes.
competitor is a ninth grader, Grace Penn.
Mrs. Caldera's House of Things by Gregory Janakian. You are sitting in Mrs. Caldera's kitchen. You are sipping a glass of lemonade and trying not to be too curious about the box of plastic hummingbirds behind you, the tray of timeless forks at your elbow. You've heard about the back room where no one else has ever gone. Whatever enters remains. Refrigerator doors, fuse coils, mower blades, milk bottles, pistons, gears. You never know, she says, rummaging through her cedar chest of recipes, when something will come of use. There's a vase of pencil tips on the table, a bowl full of miniature wheels and axles. Upstairs, where her children slept, the doors will not close. The stacks of magazines are burgeoning. There are snowshoes and lampshades, bed springs and mixture tubes, and boxes of irreducibles. You imagine the headline in the Literalist Express, House Founders Under Weight of Past. But Mrs. Caldera is baking cookies. She's humming a song from childhood. Her arms are heavy and strong. They've held babies, a husband, tractor parts, and and gas tanks. What have they not found a place for? It is getting dark. You've sat for a long time. If you move, you feel something will be disturbed. There is room enough only for your body. Stay a while, Mrs. Caldera says, and never have you felt so valuable.
On to 10th grade now with Andreas Wood.
The War in the Air by Howard Lemmerhoff. For a saving grace, if we didn't see our dead, we really wanted coming home to die. But simply stayed away out there in a clean war, the war in the air. Seldom the ghosts who come back bearing their tails are hit in the air, the incompressible sea. Was set up there in a relative wood. Shades fading in mind who had no graves, but only epitaphs, where never too many spoke, but never so few. Parada, said the partisans of Mars, Paraspera to the stars. That was the good war, the war that we won. As if there was no death for goodness sake, with the help of the losers we left out there, in the air, in the empty air.
Another 10th grader, Mr. Lin-Wood.
A Country Boy in Winter by Sarah Warren Jewett. The wind may blow the snow about, for all I care, says Jack. And I don't mind how cold it grows, for then the ice won't crack. Old folks may shiver all day long, but I shall never freeze. What cares a jolly boy like me for winter days like these? Far down the long, snow-covered hills, it is such fun to coast. So clear the road! The fastest sled there is in school, I boast. The paint is pretty well worn off, but then I take the lead. A dandy sled's loiter, and I go in for speed. When I go home at supper time, Kai, my cheeks are red. They burn and sting like anything. I'm cross until I'm fed. You ought to see the biscuit go. I am so hungry then. And old Aunt Polly says that boys eat twice as much as men. There's always something I can do to pass the time away. The dark comes quick in wintertime, a short and stormy day. And when I give my mind to it, it's just as Father says. I almost do a man's work now and help him many ways. I shall be glad when I grow up and get all through with school. I'll show them by and by that I was not meant for a fool. I'll take the crops off this old farm. I'll do the best I can. A jolly boy like me won't be a dolt when he's a man. I like to hear the old horse neigh, just as I come in sight. The oxen poke me with their horns to get their hay at night. Somehow the creatures seem like friends and like to see me come. Some fellows talk about New York, but I shall stay at home. Thank you.